So pretty much it's morning time right here. We're heading out to wander around the beach. The beach is nice. It's bright, super bright. I'm out here with my sister walking around, enjoying the sand. It's a nice little hotel spot that we stayed in. We finally got to go downstairs and check out some of the turtles. There was actually quite a good amount of them. Got a free shot for you guys. And it was kind of cool just to sit out there and sit next to the pond with the turtles. Some of these guys were getting a little curious. It's one of these guys. This guy right here. Getting up on my face. You know, it's one of those things where I can't wait to go traveling again. I just want to get out of the house, especially with all this stuff going on right now. Being all locked up, which is why I'm making all these videos, because I don't have much to do. And then this is actually, we were on the way to go swim with dolphins. And then, unfortunately, we finished swimming with the dolphins, and they didn't let me bring my GoPro, obviously. So my dad was able to get a few pictures of us. Not the best pictures, but unfortunately I couldn't get any footage. But it was pretty interesting to swim with dolphins. Their skin feels so... It's really hard to describe. Their skin feels very interesting. That's the best way that I can actually describe. You know, if it's one thing I want to do again, it's definitely go swimming with dolphins. That was a really awesome experience. They're really smart animals. Had a lot of fun. And then later that night, we ended up going downstairs to the beach and eating some of this food, do a freeze for you guys. The lobster tail, the steak, everything we're eating, the drinks, everything was so good. It's like I said earlier in another video, the food is amazing. Like every little thing, even if it's plain eggs, it just tastes so different being in Mexico. I don't know how to explain it, honestly. Like I said, it makes dieting a lot easier, and here I am just hanging out on the balcony in front of our room, spending some time to myself, and it's nice to be with the family, but every once in a while I like to get out and about. And actually this day, I did not work out. We ended up going downstairs and walking around because the way the hotels are connected is like through the beach. So you walk out to the beach, and then you go up these stairs and you go to this other hotels. These three hotels are kind of connected like a little pueblo. And as you can see, this one has a different layout. Do a little wandering around holding my Corona. And then pause for you guys right here and get an idea. It's a little different layout, but it's a really nice, three set of hotels. One of them's white, one of them's pink, called Pueblo Rosita, the other one's Blanco, and something else. And then the following morning we had some breakfast. This was so good. It's just like avocado, eggs, some kind of bean, and then some sauces and some other stuff. It's really good the way it's prepared. It's plain looking, but it is so good. The food just tastes very different. That was my dad actually saying that, hey man, when you're recording, you need to slow down, man. But, for this, we'll just do some pausing like this. And the girl's checking out the turtle or me, I can't tell. But these little guys were all over the place, man. It was kind of cool. And my sister ended up tossing the little guy back in. He just sank to the bottom. That was pretty funny. And then later during the afternoon, we ended up wandering around downtown, we went to this parking garage, and well, we thought it was a parking garage, but it was for actually a mall. So here I am, we're parking, and I have no idea. And then I'm like, hey, check that out, man. Look at that, actually. This is my dream car, man. Gosh, I can hear the audio from the GoPro right now. It's like all this crunching sound. I'm so glad we're going through this. And then we finally ended up getting to the downtown area, and they have like all these little stores where they sell all these really nice souvenirs, like little things and stuff like that. You know, you do some tequila. It's actually a lot of tequila. All that stuff behind me is tequila on the wall. But they got so much, like, different flavored, chocolate, coffee flavored, like all these different things. There's a lot of cultural stuff as well, even though it's like a very touristic place, obviously. The culture is just everywhere with the souvenirs, the way, right here, the way they're designed. Looking at this, man, I should have picked up a few of those. Those are so not so cool looking. Definitely a lot of shot glasses, and I actually have quite a few from everywhere we go. And here we are on one of the main streets. There's all these stores that are just lined up. Random picture of me chilling with some homies. All these things are like handmade as well. It's really cool. Like a lot of the stuff's pricey, but I get it, you know. And the way it is in these streets is like these guys would be hanging out, and then, you know, when people come by, they get up and they try to hustle you. They try to get you inside, and they're trying to like, hey man, come over here. You know, we're selling you this and this and this, and you know they're out there making a move, man. Here's a pause shot for you guys. Like you walk down the hall, and it's really hard to differentiate between one owner from the other because all the little stores are lined up together. Bruce, stop making so much noise, bro. Bro. Recording, bruh. So, I mean, like, as you can see in some of the pictures, you know, all these, you're walking down an alleyway, but it's like store after store. Like right here, you walk down the alleyway over there, and you can see how it's all wide open. And this guy, you know, right here, all these little things are handmade. I'll show you a picture of these skulls that this guy was making out of all these beads, and it's made like out of wood and everything. And I was talking to Homeboy, and Homeboy's like, "Oh yeah, man." You know, I'm like, "How much is that one?" He's like, "Oh, it's $140 something dollars." I'm like, "Oh, I'm good, bro. I know it's handmade, but you know, that's one of the things you got to be aware of when you're in like these places. You go to these very touristic places, and it's going to be expensive. They're going to rip an eye socket from you. I mean, I get it, you know, dollars hold more value than pesos, but at the same time, homie's got to be, you know, you got to bargain down, you know. Homeboy's like, how much? 150. I'm like, how about 80? He's like, no, it's too low. And I'm like, well, your price is too high, man. Let's meet somewhere in the middle. How about 90, 115 or something like that? You know, we're just cruising down these places. Pause it right here. Homeboy's giving us the peace sign. You know, you be walking around with a big DSLR and a GoPro. People are going to be, you know, waving at the camera behind you, or they're going to be doing what she's doing. They're going to be staring at you and all these different things. But overall, people are pretty cool about you walking around with all your gear. And she is right there. She's in my way. She was following me around. But right here, you can see how all these stores are lined up, and it's like they got all these different little things, and people are pulling you aside, trying to hustle you and everything. And I'm like, I get it. There's a lot of cool little things. That's the problem, though. You know, you can't buy everything. There's a lot of cool stuff. Look down the alleyway right here. It's like flea market type status, but you know, a lot of this stuff's handmade, and it's pretty cool. And then finally we made it to the arches. I had to get some kind of sunglasses I could throw over my glasses because it was just so damn bright. A snapshot of my dad in the wind. And here we are rolling out. Everyone's got their phones out. We're all having a good time, wandering around. It was just such a fun experience just to go around. And it's really nice to relive all this after all these years. It's been 4 years. And yes, that's a helicopter on that damn yacht. I don't know whose it is, but there's another picture of it. We would see it out there every day. We were out here for the week. Either they live on that thing or they were out on vacation as well. Actually, pretty glad I had the GoPro at the time. Not like the one I have right now. I have the GoPro 7. GoPro 7 records at 60 4K. This was at 30 4K, so when I get to some of the other videos that I'll be doing, it'll be 60 frames with the GoPro. So here we are with another family. We're all just hanging out. Finally made it to the arches. It's pretty cool to be out here. And then right here, do a freeze for you guys. And pretty much, we're able to, the guy just took us around talking about everything. And I think this place was called Landsfall. And here I am explaining it. That place was called Landsfall or Divorce Island, where yeah, this is the Divorce Island. I'm saying that where people go there to divorce their significant other, they push them off the edge of the mountain, and it's divorce time pretty much. Sharks eat them alive. But yeah. And then there I am with the $15 Ray-Bans or whatever, Ray-Bans, and they did their job pretty much because, man, it was just so bright out there. Like, I was squinting my eyes nonstop, and I really needed those. I forgot what I did with them. I think I broke them. It was just, pretty much time to I had a chance to relax finally. Cruising around. And then later, after hanging out, we ended up walking up and down the streets, or not the streets, the beach. And it was pretty much a time, just kind of collect myself, walk around, get some steps in. Your feet are sinking in the sand. You're getting some good leg workout, getting all your steps in and everything. You see some locals fishing with rods and stuff, and all throughout the beach, you'd get some guys walking around and they'd be all trying to sell you stuff. But overall, I had a really wonderful time. Actually, at one point, there was a couple that were getting married. I think it was earlier. It was a few seconds ago when I first started these shots that they were doing some photography out here. Every once in a while, people would walk up to me and they'd be like, "Hey, you want to buy some stuff?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm good." They're pretty upfront about it, but I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good," So it was pretty nice to be out here and wandering around and collecting my thoughts. I'd go out frequently on the beach and walk around and get some steps in and just relax. Nice breeze. So had an opportunity to get a lot of pictures and everything. So we'll be doing another episode. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you.